It's not every day that you turn up at home and there is a fresh set of brand new PXG irons at the door, and I must admit, I still think PXG do this better than anybody else. Take a look at these bad boys, introducing the brand new PXG 0317T irons. Now, there's a reason why I've been taking my time to review these, and that reason is I wanted to bring you guys the best review possible, and I've already been playing with these clubs. I actually took my son out for his first ever walk or stroll around a golf course with these clubs the other day. He enjoyed it because he slept the whole time in the pram, and I enjoyed it because these, I want to be honest, these actually shocked me quite a lot. Now, these are of course the 0317T, they are a hollow bodied iron, but they're also designed to be a player's club. Now, I've never been a huge fan of hollow bodied clubs, I just haven't. For me, I always think that sometimes they come off a little bit fast, you can sometimes get a little bit of a flyer that you don't always want, and you can't really control the ball speeds. I've also been in the studio testing these clubs, and I'm going to tell you a special fact about each of these clubs for every hole that we play today. We're going to take on the first handful of holes here at Woolley Park Golf Club. It's a gorgeous day. These things look absolutely stunning. And spoiler alert, all that stuff I told you about earlier, I haven't seen any of it yet. So have PXG cracked the code when it comes to a good looking, forgiving, hollow bodied iron that everybody wants to play? Let's see if we can break par on the first handful here at Woolley Park. And let's see just what, I mean, this almost looks like a blade. The top line looks absolutely gorgeous, minimal offset, and blade length is pretty much perfect. They do look very much ping-like at address, but I think that's what a lot of PXG fans have come to know and quite like. Some of the reviews that I have seen on these already, including Andy the Average Golfers, are phenomenal, and I want to see if they do live up to those reviews. But before we talk spec, tech, and everything else, let's get this first tee shot away. Right. That felt very good. Very, very, very good. And the result wasn't too bad either. So, fact number one on this opening hole about these PXG 0317T irons. They are 3 times forged. That is of 8620 carbon steel. I'm told that's soft, and that is designed to make them feel buttery soft. So although they are hollow bodied and designed for a little bit more forgiveness, a little bit more distance, a little bit more power, they still are designed to feel absolutely phenomenal. And that's why I think, like I said, I've already played a few holes with these and tested them in the studio. PXG may well have, well, nailed it. I mean, I'm not going to go as far as saying kaboom baby, because that's not me, but yeah, so far so good. So guys, make sure you stay tuned throughout this video for more facts about these irons. We're going to talk tech, we're going to talk exactly who should be playing them, should you be playing them, but also do me a favour, get in the comments below, have you had PXG irons in the past? Would you consider PXG irons, and have you ever thought about potentially ditching Titleist, TAYLORMADE, CALLAWAY, Mizuno, Ping especially, for PXG irons? Because you see, I find it a funny one. The first thing that I look at when it comes to what irons I'm going to have in the bag is, well, looking at what irons I'm going to have in the bag. For me, they have to look good, they have to have bag appeal, they can't look too kind of big and chunky, but then these pretty much look like the blades. If I was to put the 0317 ST iron on, which is the full-on blade, to be honest, when I opened these, I thought, oh, they've sent me another set of the, why have we got, and then I looked at them, I thought, oh wow, they have done such a good job of masking the fact that these are a bit more of a player's forgiving distance iron. Those 3 things don't really make sense in the same sentence, but you start to understand that this is exactly what this iron is. Like looking down at this pitching wedge now, it really does just offer a little bit more comfortableness if you sometimes do misstrike them. That is a gorgeous ball flight. It's not moving in the air, and that's a birdie chance on the opening hole. Turf interaction, very, very nice. One thing which I really enjoy is I don't feel like I have to muscle them here. We had 130 yards here. I've just hit a nice little pitching wedge. As you can see from the ball flight, it's done exactly everything I wanted it to do. And you see, for me, one of the things which is second to none when it comes to PXG is the fitting. The fittings are, well, they leave pretty much no stone left unturned. So if you are going to go and spend the money on these, I wouldn't really say go and jump in online and buy them. I'd say go and try and find a PXG fitting centre, or just someone like a local PGA Pro who does PXG fittings, and you can sort of get your swing weight dialed in, you can get the shaft flex dialed in, everything that you want to make sure you are getting the most for your money, which if you're going to spend this amount of money, I recommend you do with any brand, to be honest. Right, birdie chance. Maintenance week here at Woolly Park. Oh, but the greens still run better than most places when it's not maintenance week. I absolutely love it here. That is an opening par, just. Okay, hole number 2. So fact number 2 with these PXG 0317T irons, you'll see that they are hollow bodied. I mentioned that in the introduction. They actually have an ultra thin HT 1770 miraging grade stainless steel face, more optimal design to increase parameter weighting, boost MOI and enhance forgiveness. That's what it's all about. The fact that we've been able to keep just how good these irons feel when it comes to that is nothing short of remarkable, but I'm not going to tee off with a pitching wedge because, as you can see, this is quite a long hole, dogleg to the left. Can we avoid that bunker and leave ourselves a kind of mid-iron into that 2-tier green? Let's find out. And as you will find when we start to talk numbers on these clubs, like I said, I've been in the studio, I've tested them for numbers. Distance is not a problem. Distance was never going to be a problem with these clubs because, as I said, they're fairly strong lofted with the hollow bodied, but they're certainly for the player who wants to look like a player. We all want to look like a player. Nobody wants big, huge game improvement clubs in the bag unless that's exactly what you need. But generally, nobody's going to know that these are anything more than a sexy looking blade. Then you step up on the tee, you strike it like that, and everyone's like, wow, that guy can certainly play. That ball flight was absolutely perfect. Turf interaction was great as well. One thing that I will say is I can't see any kind of champering off of the leading edge here, so they're not exactly designed to glide through the turf, maybe such as a Tacoma, a Mizuno, maybe even a TITLEIST blade where you see them just chamfer off that leading edge a little bit, but then I can't really argue with the ball flight and with the feedback we've got from the turf interaction. That was gorgeous. I'm not going to lie, I was hoping to test a mid-iron here, but that 4-iron has gone absolutely miles off those white tees, so I might sneak a 9, like half a 9, instead of a full wedge. But when I took these clubs out to test initially, took them out on the academy course here at Woolly Park Golf Club. Obviously I want to take my baby out, he's 5 months old, every chance he's going to scream for every single hole. He didn't actually, he was very good, but I just took 3 or 4 clubs out. I wanted to carry a little bag, the Tacoma bag, and just see what they were like, and they were actually very good at picking distances off. So this 9-iron for me full would go around kind of 145 to 150 yards, probably more 150 with it being the hollow bodied power iron that it is. But if I want to pick off a little 140 shot like I do here, I can do that, and that's the beauty about these 0317Ts as opposed to maybe a P770, an I525, more clubs in that realm. These are more player inspired, and that's all over it. Be the club, be the club. Oh, this is going to get frightening. That I just did a what's in the bag the other day, and don't let this video fool you, I'm not that good. Yeah. So I'm going to have to start throwing at you more facts than just one a hole because there's too many to go through. These have a tungsten toe weighting. It's a 15 gram internal tungsten weight, and that helps to position CG in the centre of the club face, boost MOI and improve off-centre hits and performance. Not that we needed it on that swing, but it's nice to know that it's there if that's how your golf is, like mine. Very hit and miss. And that is one of those shots that just gets a little bit better the closer you get. Look how close that's pitched to the hole as well. Lovely stopping power with this 9-iron, downwind as well. Like I said, when I tested these, I really enjoyed the fact I could play shots down. If I don't have an iron that is versatile like that, that I can move a little bit one way or another, or that I can just kind of play a knockdown shot, it's a no-go from me. So the fact I can do that with these is sort of why this review is a week late. It's not really late, but it's just more of an in-depth review, which I'm quite enjoying giving to you guys actually. So let's see if we can hold this putt. So close to a slam dunk, so close. All day, 1 under. And it's funny, you know, because when I do iron only videos, I generally score quite well. I don't know if that tells me something positive about my iron play or something really destructive and sinister about the rest of my play. But 1 under through 2, guys, what we're going to shoot, 3 more holes left, a gorgeous par 3 and 2 stunning par 4s. fact check. These irons also feature an S-COR polymer fill. That's a stability core material that increases spin performance for improved consistency and distance control. So all the stuff I was telling you about earlier about how I feel like I can play these down is because of that. And if you think I memorise all these things, then I am not that clever at all. But that is the S-COR technology. Now I must admit, I'm really enjoying this, and I enjoy testing golf clubs anyway. I love golf. I don't know if you noticed, I've kind of dedicated my life to golf in quite a large way actually, but it helps when you're hitting it well, it helps when you're scoring well, but it helps when you feel like the clubs are giving you a little bit back, they're giving you feedback, they're giving you a pat on the back when you hit a good shot. And that to me is what having irons like this is all about. Not necessarily just a bladed iron, but something which gives you a little bit more, but then you also have a lovely feel as well. So these irons feature precise milling on both front and back. To be honest, I feel like the milling on the back is just to give it its looks. The milling on the face is going to give you a little bit more of a kind of nicer feel. You can see 150 yards par 3 into the wind a little bit. I'm going to go 8 iron. Usually here I would go a chippy 7 iron, but I think these clubs are that powerful. I'm going to use that to my advantage and try and just hit a full 8. Any tees knocking about? How's it not one tee peg? Here we go. Right, the wind's into off left. You can see the flag moving to the right, so just a nice steady draw into this. Oh, that's held out to the right, that's disappointing. Struck it well enough, I think it's going to be there. That's gone long. Let me, either I've miscalculated that or that's gone a very long way. 143, if we can try a better one. 143, could hit 9, I didn't need all of this. Usually the tee is further back actually, that's my fault. Maybe we're just not supposed to attack that flag. Exactly the same. Okay, so no day's perfect, is it? So another fact check, and this is probably my favourite fact check, because if I was buying these irons, I would certainly want them in this black finish. The black finish looks stunning. I mean, these do look, if you like a chrome finish, pretty sexy. But for me, that black finish, as long as it didn't kind of wear like quickly, I don't know, I can't see it. I've never tested one, but if it wears, not for me. But if it was going to stay there, or if it just wore in the middle, you'd have to just hit it out the middle for that. But yeah, they're coming a dark finish basically. Another fact check. See, we've got the second one flag high, which is good. We'll take the first one though. We'll try a chip with this little pitching wedge. Because interestingly, this is something which a lot of golfers don't even think about when buying irons. Is the wedge nice to chip with? Right, pitching wedge down the slope. Oh, this might go in. Oh, we'll take it. Okay, this short par 4 dogleg to the right would be driver for me all day, but this is an iron only video. So we're going to go with the 4 iron. You can see there are bunkers left at kind of 4 iron distance. We have to do this nice and straight. We'll aim for the post in the middle of the fairway. And I want to see if I can hit this nice and low. So these clubs do have a precision weighting technology as well. You see that black weight in the back, that can be fitted to your specs. So it will totally change the swing weight of the club. We can match it up with your shaft selection and even your grip selection to make sure these clubs are perfect for you. That's what I mean about no stone left unturned. And that's why I was keen to get down to PXG's hub and get fitted, just so I know what specs I need in certain irons. Hopefully we'll not need 2 balls on this hole, but we're just going to try and really send one down, a nice little low stinger, try and move it right to left, right into the wind here, back in the stance a bit, get a bit steep, I'll stop it. I mean, it's not gone right to left, but to be able to keep that ball down with a hollow bodied iron and have that trajectory with this amount of technology that is designed to enhance spin, designed to just help. I'm going to hit another one, not because I need to, but because I really, really want to. I want to see if I can move this right to left. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, just a very enjoyable day all round so far. So what I really like about those 2 shots is I've hit 1 fade and 1 draw, and they've both gone exactly the same distance. That's what I'm looking for from an iron. I want to be able to shape shots and not lose distance with a fade or gain jumpy distance with a draw. Very, very good, very, very positive. Let's try and chip one into this par 4. 93 yards here, and I haven't got my actual wedges with me, so I'm trusting this 0317T. The name's a bit long, isn't it? Like every time I say it, I'm like, oh, just a bit long, but I'm trusting this wedge. 90 yards. How have I kept that so low into this wind? That, honestly, I'm not sure if I misstruck that or not. Look where this is finished. And I think it nearly pitched in the hole. Again. I really do need to start thinking about how I actually play golf, because as you can see, we're 1 under through 3, and we have that to go 2 under through 4. Usually I'm a couple over by now if I'm playing properly, so maybe there's something in this, maybe there isn't. But again, lovely low ball flight, lovely control. Everything I wanted from that shot, realistic. I can't ask for more. If this goes in, I'm throwing away my driver. There's all of them. Oh, it's a good job that deviated away, otherwise it would have been an expensive evening. Still 1 under. So guys, as I mentioned earlier, I have been in the studio hitting these clubs as well as already having played with them. And if you see the numbers that I put on the screen now, I hit the 9-iron, the 7-iron, the 5-iron, all pretty good, all spinning around where I would want them, maybe a touch low. Ball speed's all pretty high, to be honest, and carry distances that a little bit more than I would anticipate from a bladed iron. So if we do look at all these numbers, for me, it kind of denotes exactly what PXG are trying to do with these clubs and how successful they've been with doing it. And I know there will be people watching this who watched my Vega iron review, and I kind of raved about them. Two totally different things really. The Vega irons were more blades, don't have as much forgiveness. I've ordered a set of them. Don't tell the missus, please, don't tell her. But yeah, I have ordered a set of them. Not so much to play every day with, but just to kind of have almost like a Sunday set, to just go and have a bit of fun with the boys. I've got a deal on them, don't get me wrong, but what about these? I can't, I'm not doing it. It's not happening. No. But you do need like a forgiving set. No. Okay, this hole is playing tough today. It's into the wind, off the left. The fairway narrows up massively. The rough is up as well. Yes, the flag is in the middle of the green. That's probably the only easy thing about this hole today. We've got 4-iron and the hole's just short of 400. I need to get a good one away. I'm going to try and draw it a bit just so it stabilises in the wind. Not so much to move, but just to keep its distance up. I've struggled to turn it again, but I almost don't mind. I've struck it that well, it should be okay. Lovely high ball flight. I don't feel like it's overly difficult to get the ball launching up with these clubs. The more I hit, the more I enjoy them. That's probably giving you a feel of kind of where I stand with them, I would think, a little bit. Very, very, very enjoyable, but I'd certainly recommend you go and get fitted if you're spending the money on them. So that is actually a missed fairway to the right. I did say the wind was into off the left. It's not missed it by much, it's missed it by about 2 or 3 yards. But we are in the rough, so how are these irons going to perform for me out of this rough? You see, it's almost getting a little bit wintry now here in the UK. We had our week of summer, I think we could call it. We have a total here of around 140 yards. I'm going to go 9-iron, just try and play a nice full one in. The one thing that I have found, it has been a bit breezy today, and the ball doesn't get affected as much as maybe it would with a bladed iron or an iron with a little bit less technology in them. So that is a positive. Also easy to launch low, so take of that what you will. Come on, James, birdie time. It's all over it if it's there. Proximity to the flag. Stop it. So honestly, right. Just come on now. Let's stop being silly. I feel like this ball's programmed to go near the flag, and Anton Deck, if you're not from the UK, you won't get that, but Ashton Kutcher is going to jump out the trees and say you've been murked. That was actually Rio Ferdinand, but anyway. Now, I need to be very careful about what I say here, because this could be the bit that PXG take from my video and put on their website for the world to see with my opinion on these irons. Well done. I'm going to go with that. Well, just put well done. Yeah, well done. Today's score could have been absolutely anything. And if it means anything, I'm going to carry on playing after this video, just with irons only, to see what I can score. That's how much I've enjoyed today, and that's the effect it's had on me when it comes to these irons. That's probably a little bit more PC than well done, isn't it? But again, nice stopping distance. You're always going to get that with a kind of premium iron, aren't you? So let's see if we can roll this in to finish off the video at 2 under. Realistically, we could have been 3 or 4 under in this video, couldn't we? But as you can see here, 9 iron out the rough. I think I was about right with the distance. Guys, that is 1 under par for the opening 5 holes here at Woolley Park Golf Club. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed that, smash that subscribe button below. Let me know, will you try the new PXG 0317T irons? And if you will you put them in the bag? Apart from that, I'll see you all at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.